Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Okay, so today what we'll be discussing is some trades that I missed extra day or a review of extra day. Okay, that's better I think. So what you are seeing is a 4 hour chart of Xauusd, that is gold. Yesterday, a single day, it moved from around a good momentum. Yesterday was there. Okay, so actually, here was no trades in London section. Okay, so basically we will be discussing the trades that happened on New York section. Okay, so this is an overview. We have a bullish bias, we have a structure shift. Up to here, you just uh, memorize. Okay, so you have this gap. This gap is already filled by this one. So basically, we are going to a smaller time frame. Okay, 1 hour chart. This is 8 o'clock. Uh, you see this tiny gap here. We will be just marking that one. It will be good for us. Okay, wait a second. That particular gap. Okay, so going to another 15-minute time frame. Okay. So there was your right 30. Sorry, here. This is your right 30. This is your fair value gap in 15 minutes also. Okay. So to precise, then no, this 1 hour is fine. Okay, this 1 hour is fine. So you have a structure shift. The demand zone here. You can call the demand. Okay. You have this high broke or a structure shift here from a one. Okay. Then it created this 1 hour fair value gap. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah. This 1 hour fair value gap. Okay. So basically going to 5 minute. The 5 minute you have this low here. We'll mark it. This low was taken. Going to 1 minute chart. This low was taken. There is your 830. So there is a rule that I follow. Buy below 830 and sell above 830. Okay. It doesn't matter every time, but if it is there, it is a kind of perfection. Okay. So basically, you see this order block here, taking this minor liquidities, structure shift, everything is fine. Okay. Then it came to this 1 hour fair value gap, taking this small sell side liquidity or this sell stops, I will say. Try to go, but doesn't give a structure shift or something like that. Okay. So and again took the low, no structure shift. It's just a liquidity sweep. Okay. That's just a liquidity sweep. And I just want one important factor here. Okay. There is something called an opening bell. An opening bell is nothing. At 9 or 9:30, the US markets will open. Okay, so there is a what do you say? Uh, Importance of this 9:30. Okay, the US equity markets will open. Okay, so every banks, every institution came to action on this 9:30. Okay, so this particular 9:30, okay, I just want you to get this gap here. Okay, this is a good liquidity sweep. Yeah, with this good rejection candle. Okay, so basically this gap was filled with a single this and when this 9:30 opened, it tried to go down. Okay, but this 1 hour, it was the buyers or the market was doesn't respected all the orders that came into this gap. Okay, there will be many orders here. Okay, so while just marking this uh, gap, just wait a second. We just see how this gap was filled. Okay, uh, you know what? I think I have mentioned these types of candles. Okay, there was no wick downwards, and when this candle starts, it's just covered entirely this huge gap down. Okay, and there is something called a what do you say? First presented fair value gap after 930. Okay, this is the 930 candle. Don't consider this as the first presented fair value gap. This 931, 932, 933. The gap between these three candles will be considered as the first presented fair value gap. Okay, first presented fair value gap is nothing but the gap that forms the first fair value gap that forms after 930. No, this when I say after 930, this 930 candle doesn't include. Okay, so if this is a 930 candle and this is 931, this is 932, this it won't be considered. Okay, after the complete close of 930, the next gap, I think you got it. This is 931, 32, 33. Okay, this gap can be considered, and the price action from this gap doesn't allow the market to react to this gap. Okay, so basically, and we are in a strong bullish momentum. Okay, and you can directly, when this market comes to this first percent fair value gap, you can directly take the entry. Okay, entry. Either you can put your stops here, but I prefer to put stops midpoint of this week. Okay, you can easily find that by it. You can put your stop loss midpoint of this week, or if it is fine for you, you can put it here. Okay, but I basically put it at the midpoint of this shit. Okay, and you can aim for to see these relative equal highs. That's your exit, that's your entry, that's your stop loss, that's your profit. If you want to trial, you can try it up to, I think, here. You can trial up to here, okay. Yeah, you can trial up to here. You will get almost 4 hour, okay. If you just, when you see this low, you'll put your stop loss here, okay. So when it stop loss get here, that's it. That's it. The trade that I could have taken in, sorry, gold, okay. So basically, I understand. I think you guys got some idea what I have been talking. Okay. So in this video, I'm not gonna do 3 videos for NQ, uh, hashtag or something like this. I will just do a single video which contains the next pair I'm going is Euro USD and GBP USD. Okay. So going back to GBP and Euro. So yesterday, the last video, before that I will show you the current condition. Okay. So what we have here is a strong bullish momentum. Yesterday, this particular candles. Okay, from here I think, yeah, from here we have a structure shift. We have another structure shift. Liquidity take. This is a good liquidity taken. Okay, this high, this high, this relative highs were taken. Okay, and created a 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, and in the last video, you see, if you just go to my last video, and similarly, we have this 1 hour gap here. This 1 hour gap, I will just. No, this 1 hour gap doesn't work. Okay, this 4 hour was working. Okay, so basically, you have this 4 hour gap here. Okay, so going to a smaller time frame. Yeah, doing everything with respect to GBP. Okay, yesterday, the last video, I think 1 minute will be fine for me. In the last video, I have we talked about the entry from this candle stop loss below this and targeted this very typical highs. Okay, so there was actually three trades that happened in here. Okay, in this little area. Okay, but after taking this profit, I just doesn't look up to any charts or something like that. Okay, today morning when I look at, I found three trades. Okay, so basically the trades are like this. Okay, when you need to see your 8:30 opening price. Okay, you need to check for almost 1.5 hours before. That is almost 6:30. From 6:30 or 6 o'clock, 2 hours. Okay, you have this high makes a relative equal highs. Okay, so if someone was selling from here, they will just wait for some structure shift here. So they basically put their stop loss here. Again, a structure shift here. They basically put their stop loss here. Many stop losses will be beside these two, beside these highs. Okay, these two highs. Okay, so when these two highs were taken out, there's a huge uh, what is a selling pressure. Okay, these were stop losses. Okay, so if you put what is it? I think you understand what I am telling. Okay, when this many of stop loss gets triggered there, this area is getting a huge. Uh, there will be bias, right? So over this point, the stop loss will be bias. Okay, here, so they will get a huge selling orders to execute all their orders. Okay, so basically, after taking out these two highs, I exited extra day. I start entered from this candle, making stop loss just below this candle. I targeted for this two highs. Okay, after I exited from here, I just closed my laptop, everything. But what happened extra day after taking my target? Okay, that's what we are gonna mm, discuss after from this time onwards. Okay, so basically, you have this short time low here. Okay, the short time low was directly taken with impulsive down close candles. Okay, this candle represents a strong selling pressure after taking this highs. Okay, uh, relative highs. Okay, so basically, just that taking that highs caused the market to fall downwards and was able to make a structure shift here. Okay, so that the it was almost what is it? The sell days there was almost dominance. Okay, so you have the structure shift from this candle to this here. You have this gap, but this gap was already mitigated. Okay, so the next you have this gap, this particular gap. Okay, so basically where you can enter is this gap, but I prefer to enter somewhere around after this was already mitigated. Okay, it was already mitigated. This gap was already mitigated here, but I prefer to enter from above this candle around here. Okay, here making I don't want to put my stop loss around here or here because this gap was already filled. Okay, and it creates a structure shift here and small uh, structure shift here. So basically, you can put your stop loss here just above the candle. Okay, you should be focusing is on either you can hold up to this low. Okay, this is this minor shits happening in this market, but preferably you could hold up to this. Okay, this could take out. So you can just hold up to this almost. Yeah, you could just if you just you look at a 4 hour, if you just adjust it. Okay. That's the good opportunity because and there is one more. You could I could also if I didn't find this trade here, I could easily enter here because you see this 9:30 opening bell price. He's here and we are entering here. Okay, so it is safe to enter above 8:30 for a sell. Okay, 1 second. I just wanna drink some water. So that was the trade. Okay, so basically in GU you will get the same trade here. Okay, GU was also like that. Here, this size were taken out. There was some audio SMT something like that. You see the structure shift with this huge gap open entry here, stop loss here or here, targeting for these equal highs. Okay, basically what I have told you same there. Okay, entry, stop loss, relative equal highs as target. You'll get correct for our trade. You just and now the fun part come. Okay, this gap for but I prefer to show you in GU. Okay, now this for our candid opens. Okay, the new for our opens around 9:30 or some here. Okay, 10 o'clock or something, 9:30 or 10 o'clock. I don't remember the time. Okay, around here the somewhere here I think it opened. Okay, I don't know the timing or time. Wait, I will get the time right. This 9 a.m. Yeah, right, 9 a.m. The next 4 hour candle opened at 9 a.m. Okay, so basically the next 4 hour candle opened here. Hmm? So here and next 4 hour candle opened here. Okay, so basically we have these two lows. From here, this is our entry and this is our stop loss. We just want to take out this low. Beside this low, what is that is when this what is it? New 4 hour candles. This becomes the last 4 hour candles low. Beside this candles low, there is this 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, this fair value gap between this is 9:30 starts, 9 o'clock start. Beside this candle, you have this low and this fair value gap. Okay, so basically, even these two lows were taken out, and when this was mitigated to uh, this 4 hour fair value gap, with we are just checking with respect to GU. Okay, U we are checking with respect to GU. So where is our opening bell? This is our 9:30. Just mark. We need to mark what the first fair value gap present that after 9:30. So this will be the one. Okay, this will be the first present fair value gap, and you see these lows were taken out, right? These two lows were taken out in GU. Okay, same. Just check the time. 9:26 and 9:36. Where are you? Where are you? So here we have where is that 9:26 somewhere here. Yeah, 9:26, 9:36. This law was here also the law was taken. Okay, so I have seen that shit yesterday. This morning. Okay, wait a second. We'll just yeah. Sorry. these three lows, okay. This 936, 940, and 949 slow, okay. Just we'll just check that 20. You see, 941, 949. You see, this candle, okay. Wait, I will show you in a new. Hello. Yeah, this low. None of the laws were creating lower in EU, okay, but GU, every laws were creating like a lower side, okay. So if you just see the GU is going higher up, but when you were here, when after I got this small structure shift and this first presented fair value here, I could just directly enter here, okay. You don't need or enter from this candle, okay. If you have some confusion from this candle, okay, I could directly enter from here, okay. But if you just hold a bit and uh, after this close, the next candle just opened and just light it up, okay. So when the next candle starts and hit to the fair value gap again, you could just enter here. And now your target could be where this you see this equal highs. You could put your target there almost. Yeah, you could put your target there. Okay, and that is I just want to uh, one important thing. Okay, even though if you get something like this, okay, these moments like this, don't hold after uh, that kinds of moves. Okay, because this may be the last push for that day. You see, after this day, nothing happened much. Okay, there was everything like sideways lower range. Okay, so let's say if you don't take that trade, okay. Okay, this high was taken out, this high was taken out, and the body crossed step below this. Okay, so taking the Fibonacci from the current low is this, and the current high is this. Okay. Where is the what do you say? You could either take this or you could either take this. But I'm taking this one. Because this is the perfect low that have been formed here. Okay, so from here to here, we have this midpoint. Everything below midpoint would be a discount area, and everything above this midpoint will be a premium. So you have this order block here. Either you could enter from that order block, or you could enter from this small 1 minute fair value gap. Okay. Either you could enter from here. If you are entering from here, your stop loss should be here only. Okay. Why? Because this gap was already filled. Okay, it was a perfect fill for, to this gap. You don't need to place your stop loss here or here. Directly put your stop loss here. And again, target same. This target. Okay. Almost you'll get 4R. Okay. Or you could enter from. I told this one right. You could enter from here. Okay. This black candle. This particular black candle. Okay. Same stop loss. Same this equal highs. Okay. Almost you'll get 5R there. So that's for the day. I think every levels of this low to this high were perfect. Taken on. Look, yesterday was a good day, but I don't know what about today. In CEO, I don't find that entry. Okay, you could enter, but and if anyway, if you are putting a stop loss here, this get triggered. If you have a account with high spreads or something, okay. Oh, If you have zero spreads, you can enter in GU, but I prefer entering in EU is way better because it is having tight spread in most of the accounts. Okay, I mean prop from accounts. Okay, so I think you understand what I have been doing till now. Okay, so basically, where was that thing? Uh, yeah, here. These are the entries that I won't actually take. Okay. Oh, there are many lives. Don't just uh, divert to these points. Okay, so basically, we were in a morning. We were playing through this 1 hour gap, but this 1 hour doesn't matter anymore. Okay. And in 4 hours, if you just see, you have this 4 hour gap. You have this big 4 hour gap. Okay. After going to 1 minute chart. Okay. Here you have your 8:30 opening here. Rallied up to this 4 hour fairway gap. You know that 4 hour fairway gap is as a reason to be there. Okay. Basically, you saw this relative equal loss. Low, low, lower, lows. This all are. I could say up to here, these are relative equal lows. Okay, but this is also a low can be considered. Okay, but this is fine. This was that short, small fair value gap that I mentioned just a few seconds before. You see, the price action that when it comes to a gaps or an inefficiency, after filling that inefficiency, we should always check the price action. Okay. And while coming up, there were these highs were there, these highs were there, these two relative equal highs taken out. So many orders will be executed there for to make that move downwards. Okay. So when it came here, you can just see how the impact to downside. Okay, three consecutive closing candles without an up price candle or something. So you could see this fair value gap. In this kinds of situation, what I will do, I will just wait for this first candle to tap. If it respected, I will just take the entry from the next candle. Okay, entry. That's your stop, and this loss which I mentioned was our target. That's it. That's scalp. Okay. I could do like that, but I personally wouldn't take this trade. Okay, this loss because I got a good trade in EU yesterday, so I won't look into another trade. I don't want to. Uh, I don't want to just overtrade. That's it. That's it. Okay, so I think you got an good understanding about what I was saying till now. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I get a good entry. Might be a loss, might be a poor profit. And again, we are up by I think 1.2 percentage now. This is a challenge. Okay, so don't. This is the my 10K account. Okay, so I need to make 800 now. So now there is only uh, I have these three profitable days. These 3 days. I have made this profitable trades means you need to make 0.5 percentage of your initial balance. Okay, so that's it. I just want to make $672 more. Okay. Yeah. Mm, After making that much dollar, I will be just passing this first piece. Okay, so I just went to almost 9,569.71 dollars. Okay, almost 5% down. And now I am almost from there. I am almost 6% up now. Okay, so basically that's what I am in a current situation now. I don't know I will pass this account or not, but I just want to pass this account. Okay, so I think see you guys on the next video. There is nothing to talk more. Okay, bye.